Hello, I'm going to speak to you about the 10 Machu Picchu secrets. Let's start now. This ancient Inca site has centuries-old secrets trapped in its walls, and most recent ones will be spoiled here. 1. This is not actually the lost city of the Inca. When the explorer Hiram Bingham encountered Machu Picchu in 1911, he was looking for a different city, known as Vilcabamba. This was an hidden capital to which the Inca had escaped after the Spanish conquerors arrived in 1532. Over time, it became famous as the legendary lost city of the Inca. The explorer spent most of his life arguing that Machu Picchu and Vilcabamba were one and the same, a theory that wasn't proved wrong until after his death in 1956. 2. It is no stranger to earthquakes. The stones in the most handsome buildings throughout the Inca Empire used no mortar. These stones were cut so precisely and wedged so closely together that a credit card cannot be inserted between them. Aside from the obvious aesthetic benefits of this building style, there are engineering advantages. Peru is a seismically unstable country. Both Lima and Cusco have been leveled by earthquakes, and Machu Picchu itself was constructed atop two fault lines. When an earthquake occurs, the stones in an Inca building are said to dance, that is, they bounce through the tremors and then fall back into place. 3. Much of the most impressive stuff is invisible. While the Inca are best remembered for their beautiful walls, their civil engineering projects were incredibly advanced as well. The site we see today had to be sculpted out of a notch between two small peaks by moving stone and earth to create a relatively flat space. 4. You can walk up to the ruins. A trip to Machu Picchu is many things, but cheap is not one of them. Train tickets from Cusco can run more than $100 each, and the entry fees are an additional $43. In between, a round-trip bus trip up and down costs another $14. If you don't mind a workout, however, you can walk up and down for free. 5. There is a great hidden museum that no one goes to. For visitors conditioned to the explanatory signs at the national parks, one of the strangest things about Machu Picchu is that the site provides virtually no information about the ruins. The excellent Museo de Sitio Manuel Chávez Bayón, $8 entry, fills in many of the blanks about how and why Machu Picchu was built. Displays are in English and Spanish, and why the Inca chose such an extraordinary natural location for the citadel. First, you have to find the museum. It is inconveniently tucked at the end of the long dirt road near the base of Machu Picchu. 6. There is more than one peak to climb. Long before dawn, visitors queue up outside the bus depot in Aguas Calientes, hoping to be one of the first people to enter the site. Why? Because only the first 400 people who sign are eligible to climb the Picchu. Almost no one bothers to ascend the pinnacle that enters the opposite end of the site, which is usually called Machu Picchu Mountain. 7. There is a secret temple. Should you be one of the lucky early birds who snags a spot on the guest list to Picchu, just don't climb the mountain. Snap a few photos and leave. Take the time to follow the trail to the Temple of the Moon, located on the far side of Picchu. Here you will see niches that were probably used to hold mummies. 8. There are still things to be found. Should you wander away from the central ruins at Machu Picchu, you'll notice that occasionally side paths branch off into the thick foliage. Where do they go? Who knows? 9. It has a great sense of direction. From the moment the explorers staggered to Machu Picchu in 1911, visitors have understood that the ruins' natural setting is as important to the site as the buildings themselves. Recent research has shown that the site's location and the orientation of its most important structures was strongly influenced by the location of nearby holy mountains. 10. And last one, it may have been the end of a pilgrimage. A new theory proposed by the Italian Giulio Magli suggests that the journey to Machu Picchu from Cusco could have served a ceremonial purpose, echoing the celestial journey that, according to legend, the first Inca took when they departed the island of the sun in Lake Titicaca. The final leg of the pilgrimage would have concluded with climbing the steps to the Intihuatana stone, the highest spot in the main ruins.